Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Friday morning safety meeting. Today's going to be pretty short and sweet. We don't have a ton going on around the industry. Got a little happen here this week, but that we're going to cover. For inspections, we didn't fare as well this week as we have the past few. We had 4 that were clean and 5 that were not. Of the 5 that were not, there are 2 of them that we're going to be trying to argue because we believe that we were in the right. And then for the 4 that were clean, I would like to give a shout out to Derek Ortiz, Richard Burns, James Addison, and Russell Reed. Great work, guys. You really helped us out this week because as of yesterday, we only had 2 clean inspections that hit our DOT number. So, and unfortunately, one of the inspections that was not clean was clear back from either September or October. I think it was September. So, with that, if we can get those 2 that were data queuing off, and the one from September, really we had 2 failed inspections this week. One of them was a weight issue. One of them was not completely stopping at a stop sign. I haven't seen that in a very long time. Not a trend we obviously want to start. As you know, those stop signs are there for a reason. They aren't suggestions. And as I told, the individual, if they see a truck driver doing that, they're going to go after you because 1, they can catch you, and 2, they know they're going to get their money. So, and I mean, it's illegal. So it's not, that we're being harassed. It's we're doing something we shouldn't, and we're getting caught because we're the easiest ones to catch. So please keep that in mind. I never thought I would have to say that, but we need to be paying attention out there. And then for some of the violations, one of the violations that we're going to be fighting, I've never had this happen before, and some input from you guys would be appreciated. So with the E-log system, which I don't know if you can see this thing, but I'm pointing at the ELD, we had somebody, they were in the middle, I want to say Oklahoma, in an area where they didn't have very good phone service or reception, and they were asked to transfer logs to a DOT officer. As we went over a couple weeks ago how to transfer logs, so it's not the ones that haven't had to do it. I want to know from the people that have, because I've never heard of this happening. So I think it was because of the service that not all of the logs were successfully transferred. They got, X number of days out of the 7 they requested, and we were only able to provide, I think, half of them because of the reception in that area, and we got a ticket for it. So that's one of the situations that we are going to try and fight to correct, because we did everything on our end and we transferred those logs as we were instructed to, but the area that they had set up the scales in, we didn't have reception. And it's not like we're using a small provider that only a certain few carriers use. We use OmniTrax, and they're the oldest in the business. So what I'm getting at is I want to know, has anybody else experienced that? From my perspective, no, because I've not had anybody reach out to me and tell me, they had this issue. But in that situation, it seems kind of like a 1 in a million, because I've never heard of it happening. I, haven't heard anybody else talk about it. So if you know something, that you've experienced, I don't want to, well, my friend said, nope, I want first person experience. So if you have had something kind of funky like that happen, let me know, because I want to get to the bottom of it, because we can't have that happening, especially when we're doing exactly as we should. So like I said, if you've had something like that happen, give me a call and we'll discuss it, because I want to get the situation rectified. And like I said, I think we did everything in our power, and we did everything we should have. So we're gonna go from there. Pre-trip inspections. I have been getting a lot of reports of trailer damage last couple months, but it's always the same people that are calling to report this trailer damage, and it's the same people. Not even every week, every day. So Cliff and Janice, Glenn, Shelly, William, there's a list of people that are reporting this stuff every single day. And there's an even longer list of people that are picking up the same trailers that aren't saying a word. So If you fall under the latter category, we need to change that. Or you're going to run into an expensive lesson when Cliff and Janice call and say, hey, was this reported? No, it wasn't. Who had it before? Ryan. Who do you think they're going to go after? Ryan. So it's very important. If you see something, say something. We can go in, see if it's reported. I'll either say, yes, it was reported. No, it wasn't. Where were you at? I'll take the report. I'll take care of the rest of it. All you have to do is send pictures, give me a location, and I can take it from there. But we have got to report this trailer damage so we can work together to make sure that our equipment's going to be working and that we're going to get from point A to point B safely and without violation. Hours of service. Make sure that you are certifying your logs. This is something that needs to be done every day. We actually, a couple weeks ago, we got a violation for not certifying our logs, which is totally avoidable. And manually add your trailer numbers on the van side into your load tab, which this is something that needs to be done every single load. And this is actually a violation that we've gotten recently as well. So if you're on the van side, you need to be adding your load info every time. And at the end of this video here in just a second, I'm going to show you how to do that. The only thing that you'll have to do is add your load number and your trailer number, and you'll be set. So moving right along from that, we also need to make sure we have paper logs in our truck. If you do not have paper logs, get some at the truck stop. Or if you're coming through the yard, get some here. Well, actually, don't come through the yard and get them because that means you'll drive without them. You always need to have them no matter what. But if you can find some at a truck stop, buy one set, and then when you get to the yard, I will give you one. So the truck stops have, I think, 8 days of logs in theirs, maybe 10. We've got 20 in ours. So come through. I'll get you hooked up with one so we can stay legal. And then right along with hours of service, one of the last things I want to cover, May 4th through 6th, which we covered this last week and the week before, the Commercial Vehicle Safety Alliance will be conducting their blitz again. Last year it looked a little bit different due to the coronavirus. Some states weren't inspecting at all. Actually, most states weren't inspecting at all, but Kentucky was. They were out hot and heavy, so I can only imagine that every other state's going to be hitting hard just like Kentucky was last year because they missed out on that blitz last year, so they're going to be trying to catch up and make up some ground. It says they're going to be focused on lighting and hours of service, so just know that they're going to be doing level 1s on trucks. That's really all I've got. The only thing I would like to do is go in and, let me see here real quick. I want to show you how to enter your load info. And I'll do this right now. So, all right. So let me get through this here. Agree to my logs. Which, this is what we should be doing every day. That's the log certification. So, let's get to the home button here. So this is where you're going to start out. So you're going to go to the hours of service tab right here. So once you hit that, at the far right, so you'll see status, summary, graph, day log, 8 days, certify, which certify is where you need to be going every day, which I just did, which is why it's not highlighted at certify. But right next to that, you will see the load tab. And this load tab is where you will enter your load number and your trailer number. So as you can see, I put a 0 for my load number and my trailer number because I am not under a load and don't have a trailer. And this is a good rule of thumb. If you're at home and you're not under a load and you do not have a trailer and it asks you for load information for that day, all you have to do is enter a 0 for the load number and the trailer number. And of course, if you're under a load, you would enter the correct load number and trailer number. So I hope that helps. That's really all I have. Make sure you're certifying your logs each and every day. And if there's anything I can do to help, please let me know. I hope everybody has a good day. Thank you.